In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the two scale glitch building techniques in No Man's Sky to scale up and down objects that cannot usually be scaled. So for example, solar panels, electromagnetic generators, teleporters, power doors, etc. I'm also going to be showing you how to power scaled up objects, for example, the teleporter and the power door. So let's get on with it. First, we are going to start with a simple wire scale glitch. So get an object you can scale. I like using the wall light, but you can use basically anything that you can scale. For example, the lab lamp, the illuminated pot, the vintage teapot, the vintage tumbler, whatever. I like using the wall light though. First, toggle into place wire mode. Do that on PC by pressing Q. On other platforms, it has a different button. Place one end of the wire down, like so. Drag the other end over and toggle back into build mode again by pressing Q. Then scale up the object. For me on PC, I use R to scale up and F to scale down. So I'll press R until it's all the way scaled up. Then do a wire glitch. Press the toggle wire button and build button at the same time. So for me, that is Q and left mouse click. And you get a massive wire. This is a size comparison to the original wire. See? It's quite a big difference. I'm going to delete that one. Now, you can use this wire now to build some massive objects that you can't really scale up usually. So I'm going to get a example of the electromagnetic generator. First things first, you need to store this into your cache. To do this, press the toggle wire button and the toggle edit build button at the same time. So, as you can see at the top of my screen, toggle wire is Q and toggle edit build is C. On other platforms, it's probably a bit different. So press them down at the exact same time. Now, to know you've stored it into your cache, number one, it needs to say place wire in the menu at the top of your screen. Number two, you need to be able to select things with your cursor, like so. So I know that this electromagnetic generator has been placed in my cache. Hover over the wire and duplicate it with E for me on PC. On other platforms, again, it's a bit different. Now do another wire glitch. Press toggle wire and build at the same time. So Q and left mouse click. And there we go. We have a gigantic electromagnetic generator. Now, if you saw my electromagnetic generator glitch build video, you know that this can be used to really spice up your base. Like, it can look absolutely amazing. However, because there's no electromagnetic hotspots around here, it doesn't have the blue field thing it has around it usually. One other thing to note, by the way, with this is that you can't actually use this one to power anything. This is just simply for show, basically. It looks really cool, but it is all for show, annoyingly. But as you'll see later on in the video, you can power scaled up objects, but you can't take power from things like this or solar panels. Next up, we are going to take a look at a nether glitch build. I believe this is called the universal adjacency scale glitch, but I could be wrong. So what you first need to do is get an object that you can scale. I'll use the illuminated pot this time. Scale it up to however far you want it to go and place it down, like so. Then get the thing you want to scale. In this case, I'll use the teleport module. Place this into your cache by again pressing toggle wire and toggle edit builds at the same time, like we did for the electromagnetic generator. And again, it needs to be able to say place wire, and you should be able to select stuff with your cursor. Now, duplicate this scaled up object by pressing E on PC. Other platforms will be different. And then do a kind of a wire glitch. Press the toggle wire button and the build button at the same time. So for me, that is Q and left mouse click. And look at that. We now have a massively scaled up teleporter module. And by the way, as I'll show you later on in the video, this can be powered and it can work. Like, this actually works, this scaled up, which is really cool. Next, we're going to try scaling things down. This can be very useful for making decorative structures or having things so that they don't take up too much space in your base. So we're going to start with the wire method again first. Get an object you can scale. I'll use the illuminated pot again this time. Toggle into wire mode again by pressing Q on PC. Other platforms will be different. Place one of the wire down, like so. And then toggle wire mode again by pressing Q. Now, instead of scaling the object up, scale the object down. I use F on PC. Again, other platforms will be different. Scale it down as far as you want to go. I'll do it all the way, and then do a wire glitch. Press the toggle wire and the build button at the same time. For me, that's Q and left mouse click. Now, it might be a bit difficult to see, but there is a scaled down wire here. Like, compared to this one, the normal size one, look at the size of that. And compared to the massively scaled up one, it is absolutely tiny. Look at that difference. We can now use this to scale objects down. I'm going to be using the solar panel as an example. Place it first into your cache by again pressing toggle wire and toggle edit build at the same time, so Q and C on PC. Again, make sure you can place wire at the top and that you can select stuff with your cursor. Duplicate the wire by pressing E and then do a wire glitch. Press toggle wire and build at the same time. And there you have it. A tiny, really cute solar panel. Like, look at the size of that. But what's more interesting with this is it actually can be wired up. So let me get a wire. And as you can see, the connection ports are very close together. Let's get a wire. And look at that. You can actually wire things up. So let me get a light, for example. And wire up. And wait until day. And there we have it. It actually works. A tiny scaled down solar panel actually powers stuff. Let me toggle back into here so you can see the wire connecting them. So, yeah. It can be extremely useful. For example, you can use this as a light sensor actually, which I'll probably be making in a separate video, but it can be extremely useful. Next, I'm going to show you how to use the universal adjacency scale glitch to scale things down. So, first, get an object you can scale. Again, I'm going to use the illuminated pot. And by the way, you can get this by buying it from the Quicksilver merchants at the Space Anomaly. So, first, scale it all the way down to however far you want to go. I'll do it all the way again. I'll press F to scale it down. Again, our platforms will be different. So it's now scaled all the way down. I've placed it. Now take a thing that you want to scale down. In this case, I think I might use this habitation heater. This can't be scaled, obviously. Again, this can be also bought from the Quicksilver merchant. Place into your cache again by pressing the toggle wire button and the edit build button at the same time. So for me, Q and C. Make sure you can place wire and you can select stuff with a cursor. Duplicate the scaled down object with E and then do another wire glitch. In this case, by pressing the toggle wire button and the build button at the same time. I'll do it over here though. I have more space. And there we have it. This is the original size one. And just for fun, let's make a sized up version. Oh yeah. So, original size, tiny, baby, cute sized, and then the gigantic size. Now this glitch is extremely useful and it is basically one of the core glitch building techniques in No Man's Sky. So I highly suggest that you learn it. But one really neat thing that you can use this for is to actually scale up power doors. You can use this to make a exocraft garage. So to do this glitch, you first need to get a object that you can scale up or down, depending on which way you want to go. I'll use the wall light this time. For this example, I'll be using the wire scale glitch. So first, toggle into wire mode. For me, press Q. Place one of the wire down. Drag it over. And then toggle back into build mode by pressing Q again. Scale up the object by, for me, pressing R. I'll do it all the way. Press Q and build at the same time to glitch it in. And there we are. You now have the big old wire again. Now, next bit, you need to get a power door. Annoyingly, this doesn't seem to work with the wooden power door or timber power door or the alloy power door. Have to do a bit more testing, but for my testing so far, it doesn't work with these two. You can only use it with the stone one. So get the stone one and then place it into your cache again by pressing Q and C at the same time. Toggle wire and toggle edit build. Make sure that it says place wire at the top and that you can select stuff with your cursor. Then duplicate the wire by pressing E. Place one end of the wire down and then place the other end where you want the power door to go. And then do a wire glitch. Press the toggle wire button and the build button at the same time. And there you have it. A massively scaled up power door. To power this thing, first get a rolled canvas. Toggle into wire mode by pressing Q. Hover over the wire connection spot and do a wire glitch. Press toggle wire and build at the same time. Then get a wire, connect up to your power spot. I've set up a couple of solar panels and a battery here. Connect it up to the wall canvas, and there we go. It works. You can use this to build a extra craft garage or whatever you want to use a big power door for. Because annoyingly, these things can't actually be scaled. Like, I'm trying to scale it at the moment, but it cannot be resized. So that's that. You can also use this exact same technique to power other scaled up objects that can be powered. For example, teleporters. So I'm going to show you how to do that, but don't forget, you can also use it to power other scaled up objects. Get a rolled canvas. Toggle into wire mode by pressing Q on PC. And do a wire glitch. Press toggle wire and build at the same time. Next, get a wire. Connect it up to the rolled canvas. And then connect the other end to power. Or you can connect it to power to the rolled canvas, doesn't matter. But it actually works. If I go up to it, you can see that I can access all the things that I can usually access with a teleporter. Very cool. Next thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to scale down landing pads. Now, annoyingly scaled up landing pads don't work, but scaled down ones do. So, first get a landing pad of your choice. I'm going to be using this one. Place it into your cache by pressing toggle wire and toggle edit build at the same time. Make sure you can place wire and select stuff with your cursor. Select a scale down object. I'm going to use this wire. And do a wire glitch. Press toggle wire and build at the same time. And there we are. Now, if I go up to my ship and take off, and then come back down, you can see the landing target area is still the same size, but the actual landing pad is smaller. So let's come and land on it. And as you can see, you can still land on it and it still works. This can be quite useful for making landing pads not take up as much room in your base. So if you want to keep parking to a minimum, but still want to have a lot of options for parking, then this is an excellent idea. So I think that covers the basics. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.